Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. We're going back to some Final Fantasy XIV today. You know, it's been a little while, what with Little Kitty, Big City. So I just figured, we just go back to doing some chill stuff in Eorzea whilst I decide to what to stream next. I cannot lie to you, I I can't really remember what I was doing last time, so you know, we'll get back into the flow of it, I guess. Um, but yeah, hope everyone's doing all right. Right, what missions do we have, and where do we need to go for them? How does this game work? So we have some stuff over there. We have some quests to pick up down here. And then we need to head into the East Shroud. Okay, we'll do the stuff close to where we are first. That seems like the logical choice. So we'll go ahead and start going over to there. My cabbages! Right, so there's apparently someone this way. Oh, wait! I feel like last time I ran up here when I got lost trying to go somewhere and everything was like way above my level. I mean, I've obviously leveled up a bit since then, but this still could be dangerous. Let's see what you have to say, Rosalind. You're here on Keitha's behalf? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say? And there were 4 of the creatures? The Quickern are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. I like this lady. Swift and decisive retribution is where it's at. I didn't mean to do that. And who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here, and make an example of exactly 4 Quickern scramblers. We can send no clearer message. I mean, yeah, fair. 4 of them snuck in, so 4 of them must die. They may not be the correct ones, but that's just minor details, right? Is this down or up? Do we think it's down? Yes, I made the correct judgment. Right, how does There was the shadow of something big that flapped past. I can only hope it was someone's mount, because otherwise I'm about to get a very rude awakening. Right, combat. How does it work? What do my things do? Cause damage. Cause more damage. Cause dot damage. And then I guess these 2 are just 2 quickfire shots. Which is, of course, always useful. Right. Let's do some killing. I should have started off with the dot one. Why didn't I start with dot? I swear I know how to play games. Definitely. Definitely know how to play games. Anyway, that's 1 Quickern. Oh, look at them! They're just chilling next to the fire, and I'm just here about to absolutely fucking murk them. We'll let those ones just relax there. You know, they didn't look like they'd sneak in and steal stuff. I didn't start with the dot again. Do I know what I'm doing? Probably not. Oh hey, we've activated... Oh, you're just a random thing that needs killing. Okay, we will randomly kill you. Venom. Steady shotted. I keep... Okay, so this is actually ridiculous how often I sort of lose where my fingers are. I keep somehow shifting them from like the WASD location. And then you just get confounded because obviously you're not clicking the right keys anymore. And again, I've been gaming for years. I think I've been PC gaming for like over a decade at this point. Because I'm old enough to say that. Ooh, hello. I think that must have been the big flappy thing that I saw. It was someone's mount. I'm safe. Well, you know, as safe as one can be when surrounded by quicker and scramblers. I don't want to kill these guys that just having a nice little campy time. So I guess this one will do. Oh, nope, nope, no, no. Where did the second one come from? How did that one trigger? I've lost my fingers again. You could have lived, but no. You decided you wanted... Oh, motherfucker! Apparently I ran into a big terrifying thing. This is supposed to be a real nice chill game. God damn it. That mechanic annoys me though. Because it feels like it negates the point in kiting as like a ranged fighter. If, you know, whilst you're kiting, you just constantly are going out of range, and then it's obviously sending them back to just being vulnerable. Like, I get it, you know, you have a distance so that they de-aggro. I can kind of get behind that, but at the same time, why is it so short? Because, let's face it, most things move quick enough for them to catch up to you with, like, enough speed. So then kiting is quite difficult, especially with how slow you move back anyway. So the speed at which you go out of range is actually ridiculous. It feels like there are just minor quality of life things that they could definitely improve. But that I feel like they should already be aware of these issues because it's been around for so long. I mean, when did Final Fantasy XIV even come out? I want to say, like, in my head, I've got like 2014-ish, but I could be very wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure, like, it's been out for a long time. Oop, yep. Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't know how I only aggroed one of them there. Right, let's speak to Rosalind. And then, do we think this green area is up? Who knows? Who knows? Certainly not me. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the quick Ern will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. Ooh. I don't want to accept this yet because I don't know what my other quests are. So that's one I'm doing. What does that give me? Chocolate. Ooh, tasty. So that doesn't give me armor. That doesn't give me armor. That doesn't give me armor. That does give me armor. That looks like it might be the same. Strength +2. So we've got strength, dexterity, vitality, and direct hit. So yeah, that is the exact same. The only difference appears to be in the color. So this one looks like its base color, which, you know, is kind of not the nicest. Let's put the rest of the gear on. That's not the nicest. In comparison to this one, which is the same apart from its blue sleeves. I guess I'll just go with the base one, to be honest. And if I recall correctly, I can equip from this. There we go. Apparently I have red legs, which I didn't even realize. Right. Oh, she's got another quest. Rosalind needs an adventurer to destroy dynamite eggs. Excellent. Let's smash some eggs. Your willingness to assist the residents of the Twelveswood is commendable. If you have a moment, mayhap you can assist me with a delicate matter. My duties as a woodwhaler include inspecting the matron's leaf for signs of damage or decay. It's never been a difficult task, until the other day, when I discovered several clutches of dynamite eggs. I've no problem slaying the beasts when full grown, but the mere sight of their eggs sickens me. Spare me this disgusting task and destroy the eggs. Why? What's so wrong with the eggs? What's wrong with the eggs? Ooh, and she's got a quest too. Picking up all the quests. A woodwhaler at the Matron's Leith is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of the nearby Heavens Pillar. I'm assuming that by blue trumpets, it's on about like trumpet-shaped flowers. I assume they don't just randomly have trumpets at the base of the Heavens Pillar, right? Because that would make no sense. Ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route of the Heavens Pillar here? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom. Well, that was definitely not what I was expecting it to be. So why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step whilst you're up there, though. The dynamites on the ground wouldn't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. No, I can't imagine they would. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. So I'm just doing these people's chores now. I guess that's pretty much all I've been doing the entire time. So I guess I can't really complain too much with that. Oh, instantly fell off. Oh. Definitely nothing to do with my key placements there. Right. I feel like this would be a lot easier if I was better at platforming. But as I'm sure we witnessed with Little Kitty Big City, I am bad at platforming. I'm just gonna hug the walls real tight and hope that I don't accidentally run off. Ah, what? Nope. Physics? Nope. It's fine. We're still on. Oh, the dynamite exit down there. Okay. Okay. There's a trumpet. I might have gone the wrong way here. Oh, fuck. That hurt. Don't worry about me. I'm just... Nope. God damn it. They did worry about me. I'm just a friendly neighborhood Lilith. I'm not going to murder you unless you come at me. No! As if he just walked back there, fully healed, and then bloody ran straight at me again. That's broken. Also, what the heck was the weird glow? Suspicious. They look like normal eggs. Why was she so freaked out about the eggs? Oh! Oh no! Okay. Oh! 15% parried. What does that mean? How am I parrying it? How does this game work? Okay. Whilst I'm at ground level, can I see any more eggs? No. I kind of want to jump in there, but I feel like it would be difficult to get out. But it looks so inviting. Okay, we're gonna do it this time. We're not gonna fall over. Fall off even. You didn't see that. I guess I may as well kill these hornet swarms whilst I'm up here. I mean, I do need to... We love some extra XP. And this one's gonna be the last of the poor buggos that we need to kill. Has it, like, randomly added an effect just for me getting XP in general? Is that what's... Why can't I fall down there? Nope. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so that's not the way to do it. Okay. So we've done that. Now we need to locate... okay, okay. Here we go. We have the dynamite eggs. We have the horrible big dynamite. Ooh. I definitely nearly just fell off there. That wouldn't have been great. Okay. So that's the last of the dynamite eggs. Now let's speak to Theodore. Oh, you've cleared the route of blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central shroud, since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not, perhaps, the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heavens pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest's people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. So, is it, no, what was the one which gave us, nope, this one, right. It doesn't really matter what color the helmet is, because I have it turned off anyway, because unless it's like a facial accessory, they generally look pretty crappy in my opinion. So, what's that? That's one which sells for 100. That one also sells for 100. Do I go for gold on this one and then take the helmet from here? Or I mean, it's only a +1 helmet. It's barely even worth it anyway. You know what? I'ma just go for the gold. Theodore is looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is, regrettably, my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania. I feel like I've already done the voice different. So any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Honestly, Guy needs to request a new posting. There's gonna be someone that can swap with him. Why would you leave someone who's scared of heights at this posting? It's inefficient. You're not going to get the response that you need when it's required, because they're battling with fear as it is. It's just stupid, really. Would that I could always rely on a kind soul to handle such tasks. My training prepared me to face beasts in combat, and not once have I shirked that duty, but to lay hands upon those sticky, slimy eggs is just... Well, clearly you have no problem doing so. Thank you for your help, adventurer. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it is nothing more than a quick-earned thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means, investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like very much to see it. Okay, let's investigate. Was it like a down one? Or am I supposed to be higher up? I feel like it's really hard to judge on this sometimes. Like, I don't actually understand why there is this green zone here. Aha, that is suspicious. You can't see me, it's fine. I'm not here. Okay, I have a leather bag. There's a campfire. Very suspicious, very suspicious. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with the green area, because there doesn't seem to be anyone that I need to speak to. Nothing's giving the sparkle of, you know, this is something you need to interact with. But I feel like I've already walked across pretty much all of the green zone. And it can't be something above because, you know, I've already been there. So much confusion. Really not quite sure what that quest is about. I'm like referring to this green zone, by the way. I realize you may not know what I'm talking about. The mysterious green zone. Have you found something? Here you go. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveller. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveller make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. What stranger meddling with the chocobos? I am slightly confused. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Da, 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 da. Oh. Does this go better with my red trousers? It does. Am I going to select them, sheerly for that reason? Yes. Yes, I am. Booyah. Colour. Right. Next quest. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I've prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Eorzea sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Eorzea may have to personally put an end to it. Ooh. It kind of feels like they've just gone, yeah, I'ma just let other people deal with it, you know? What is this one about? Okay. That was not helpful at all. I guess, or is there someone up there that I've just not seen? Maybe there is someone in that tower. Although that feels like it's going out of the zone. So I really don't know. But anyways, so after Little Kitty Big City, I was debating whether I do Copycat, which is another game where you're a cat, because obviously cats are adorable. But I don't know, would that be too much cat? So then I was like, maybe I just go completely opposite side and go for Splinter Cell, because, you know, that's a good game. And I recently got it in the Steam summer sale, and I was like, you know what? Splinter Cell is a vibe. So, do I go for some stealth assassin shiz, or do I go for some, kitten vibes? I mean, I do think that with Copycat, potentially you're a cat solving mysteries. I could have that completely wrong. I've not played it yet. I think I just bought it because it's got cats in. That's all I need really. So who knows? If anyone has a preference, thinks one would be better than the other, I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, that's what I'm debating on right now. I also still really don't know who I'm supposed to be reporting to over here. Oh, I jumped too far. Oh, I thought I'd killed myself then. That was close. Maybe it is just someone that I'm supposed to speak to in the little Vent Branch Meadows or whatever it's called. I take it this person is leveling up their woodworking. Do, do, do. Is there anyone that's here that I need to speak to? I feel like I've already spoken to everyone. Client is Moogle's Gift Mount Stablehand Gustavan Geiselhardt. Is he here? Gustavan! Is that Gustavan? Do we think this is the mentioned Gustavan? Do you honestly believe I would hand over the care of a chocobo to a soulless gill grubber like you? That's not the Gustavan. I don't... Oh, I have to deliver it to these people in a specific order. That's mildly frustrating. Okay. Sprinting time. So... I need to head over to there. No, no, no. You didn't see me, it's okay. Oh god damn it, because that guy aggroed on me, I didn't get the jog buff. That's really sad. Okay, let's pass the news on to Elma. You don't look like you're here for training. That would be because I'm not. A shadowy figure, understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. I'ma need it with how slow I walk everywhere. Maybe I should sell some stuff, actually. Repair gear. Always a good shot to do that. Apparently not. I don't need to repair anything. Purchase items. And then I can sell those, and I can sell those. Do I keep all of the crafting stuff with the anticipation that I will probably do crafting at some point? I don't know. I don't know. let's sell this random stuff. Imagine if it let you sell the stuff that you had equipped. That would be terrible. Okay, we've emptied stuff out. You have business with me, adventurer? Rosaline is right to be cautious. For this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected, is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. They must clearly have designs on Bent Branch. It's definitely not the suspicious person that's just been doing all of the suspicious stuff in general. That's just basically targeting everything. We appreciate the help. Should I write my name here, yes? That would be, yeah, yep. And here, take it. You'll find Aelgar in the stables, past the Aetheryte. Yeah, I know, I went to go to him first because he was closer, and you were horrible and made me do it in order. Who does that? You know, aside from, obviously, these guys. Imagine wanting me to do things in order. Disgusting. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. Here you go. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's leaf? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmer. I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a woodwhaler, true, but even our stable bows wouldn't. Even our stable boys, very different from a stable bow, wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend those chocobos. Level up, woohoo! And more stuff. Ugh, I'm really not a fan of yellow. Yellow's just not a vibe. Ever. In my opinion. Obviously some people rock yellow. I'm not one of those people. It's too bright. Ew. Right, what do you give me? You give me the same things, but they're blue. Which neither yellow nor blue go with red. With the other colours as well, but we're still going to go with the blue over the yellow. So, give me... Oh, this just to accept the quest. I can't accept them. Remind me, when I come to hand this in, we're going for the gold. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts, yet, other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this... What you on about, you know of no flying creatures in this region? There's literally the Chigoe mosquito mofos, like, across the river. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travellers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamned road. in those words. I will attempt to remember that message. Okay. So we're going this way. What quest do you have for me? Okay, and that's the lazy bugger that apparently needs to actually do his job. Oh look, more boots. This is so much better than the pair that I've literally just got. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered getting them. I'm now being like over eager with the escape game. I mean, I guess it'll go better with the blue. Fine. Another godsdamned adventurer desperate to stick her nose in everyone's business, is it? Then seek out the groundskeeper at the Tamtara Deepcroft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. When last I patrolled that area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. They all hate me here. So in this position, this guy, like half his body just kind of disappears into, it just camouflages real well, so I can just see essentially like the head flying here, and I was like, oh, what's this flying creature? It's not a flying creature. I'm just blind. Ooh, a vulture egg. Intriguing. They don't really look like vultures though, do they? They're really not giving me vulture vibes. Okay, can you imagine? That was visible to the guy. So he can clearly see that those things are there. And he's just gone, not my problem. It's about to be your problem, man. It's got misty. Interesting. I knew they had obviously like sun versus rain, but I didn't realize they had mist as well. That's pretty cool. A northern vulture? Two? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Aelgar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. I don't believe you, my guy. I don't believe you. Nothing about your behaviour so far has given me any reason to suspect that you would actually do your job. Monies. Okay. So we've got a bow here. We're getting a bow from this one. That's +3. That's +7. Okay, so we do definitely want this bow, and then that bow can just be sold on site, I guess. It's just how we're gonna have to do it. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Hera Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the mirror planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there's still no sign of her. Well, that's concerning. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I'm not unduly concerned. Perhaps you should. You should be unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organising Leonie's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? Honestly, it feels to me like the people of the Twelves Wood are just bad at doing their jobs right. You know? Well, that looks like a dungeon. I didn't think he was wearing any legs for a second, and I was like, damn, that's a short tunic. But it's okay, he's just wearing legs that are a distinctly different colour from his skin tone. I'm blind. What can I say? After a bit of work, are ye? I've got a task what needs doing. Take these Nimir lilies and leave 'em at the top of each barrow. You've doubtless seen the bones returned to life by foul magics, shambling around and harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts me soul to see it, adventurer. I cannae abide such blasphemy. 'Tis me hope that these lilies soothe their spirits and help 'em return to the matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. Ah, look at him. He's a kind guy, really. Do, 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 do. Do we think that's inside or above? Probably inside, right? Let's check it out. Oh, would you look at that? There's lots of bones. Do I actually need to be in here? I can't see any, like, quest things inside, so maybe not? Although I guess I do need to kill some of them. Do I just slaughter these poor skellies? Let's do it. Can they be poisoned? Can you poison skeletons in this? Apparently so. I don't know how that works, but I'll take it. They are kind of creepy looking. Oh, did I only need to kill one of them? Apparently I only needed to kill one of them. I expected to need to do like 4 of them. I'm not complaining though. Ew. No, no, no. No, no, no. I don't want to. No need for that. No need for that. Wait, what? Ah! I thought I'd lost him. Oh, it's these things. Okay. Let's go. Okay, normally things happen when you do that, so I fully expected something to be summoned there. But perhaps it'll only be this one with the suspicious purple glow. What do we reckon? Do we think this one's gonna summon something to attack me? Oh my god, I didn't even need to do the thing. They just immediately attacked. It's horrible because they're just like tiny singular glowing blobs. So if they didn't have the names there, I would struggle. I'd just be like, yeah, no, that's just some ambience thing. Wouldn't even realize it was them that was attacking me if it didn't have the big names. Just some casual sparkles in the area, maybe, you know, just some nice little fireflies. Sorry about that. Maybe I could do with some caffeine. Maybe I will hand this in and then I will go make a quick coffee. I think that's sounding like a good plan. You've done holy work this morn, lass. I cannae fathom what you could drive the... Wait, what? I cannae fathom what could drive the dead to rise up and seek to do us harm, but I pray that this helps put an end to it. May the matron watch over and keep you safe. Yeah. Oh, wait, did I look at these shoes? I did. They were good. They were good shoes. So, we've dealt with that for him. Now we need to go down here to the hedge tree. For the person that is apparently incapable of tearing themselves away from whatever it is that they're doing. Oh my god, she's staring at a tree. She's not turned, like, she's not got herself back home because she's staring at a goddamn tree. This lady. Yes, what troubles you, my dear? Ah, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't still be here. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tamtara Deepcroft. Huh. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. I think he'd already figured that out by the fact you weren't on your boat. But this definitely gives me the vibe that I'm going to be doing a dungeon soon. Because, yeah, see, that dungeon, which had all the skellies outside, is called the Tamtara Deepcroft. Shh, you didn't see me. No, no, no. My god, she's got the same fit as me. It was me, but a bunny. Oh, look, it's the person that doesn't like us. You must be desperate for work indeed if you would speak with me a second time. Either that, or you never learn to leave well enough alone. No, you had an exclamation point. You wanted to talk to me. But if you're so bloody eager, then here's another job for you. Head on over to the hedge tree and clear out some nests of saprophagus? Saprophagus? Slugs? All you need to... Wait, that feels like it should have had a 2 there. All you need do is sprinkle some of this flat ale on the ground when you find the moist depressions. You should soon be up to your armpits in slugs. I don't want to do that. Don't let any of the buggers slither away, and make sure you find and clear out all 3 nests. I really don't think I want to do this. Can I unaccept that quest? I think there is a way to abandon quests, but I guess I'll do it. Why does that specific dynamite have the S next to its name? What does that mean? I might actually search that up. Just keep an eye out to make sure I don't aggro anything. Doing this like one-handed while I was trying to Google it. FF14. I'm not good at typing with one hand. Letters next to enemy names. What does this mean? There are little letters next to the creature's name. This is an identity for the creature, allowing you to easily communicate with your teammates a specific mob even. These letters run A to Z, then start back over with A once you finish the alphabet. There is no other point of this tag, however. All team members will see the same alpha tag as you do on each creature. What? Oh, okay. I should have read this better, because the post underneath that immediately says, this is 100% false. Excellent. It's a built-in marking system that follows the alphabet from A to Z and will go through said alphabet at least 3 times per dungeon. As long as people know their ABCs and assist the tank, it's a very nice system to use without the need of additional markings. Okay. I don't really think that made it much clearer, because unless it's like this only pops up when you actually aggro the mobs, because I think that was the one which chased me around a little bit earlier. Maybe that's why it came, because these guys don't have it. Will it come up if I aggro one? Oh yeah! Okay, that one just got a W. So in theory, then, if I attack the next one, it will get an X. Just like trying to run through the alphabet in my head to make sure that is the next letter. Okay, so this one in theory should end up with an X. Oh, okay, I get it. So it's just an easy way of identifying which one everyone's attacking. Okay. I feel like they could have somewhere like, mentioned that. Even if only briefly, like, if they'd have just mentioned that at any point. I don't like it if I have to Google to figure out what it means. Oh. Oh, no. I don't like that. Why would... Ooh. Oh! Nope, don't like them. Do not like these guys at all. Like, what kind of slugs have you been referencing for this? Why do they have... No. No. Do not like that design at all. That's disgusting. I swear, like, if one of those came up to me in D&D, I would fireball it without even fucking letting it get close to me. Just first instinct is just to fireball the slimies. Oh, god damn it. Why would it even... I don't want to get slimed. Go away. Horrible. Ooh, he's a big boy. What do we reckon? Should I attempt to take down the big boy? Matigage. Help prevent the spread of leaf bleed, a sickness causing the death of local foliage, by slaying Matigage, an overgrown land trap known to carry the bane. I'm sorry, big guy. I think maybe it would be a good idea to trigger this whilst also obviously attacking. Just to maximize the amount of damage that we do to this guy. Oh, they're judging by the damage that he has inflicted on me. Huh. I might have to actually consume potions. Imagine actually needing to consume potions. Oh, I've not eaten any food! God damn it! I keep forgetting that a food buff is a thing. I didn't really need to cast that then, but oh well. Let's see. Potency of 500, so instantly restores 500 HP. I don't even have a total of 500 HP. So I guess I leave that until I'm nearly dead. 32%, that seems more reasonable. Let's consume that. And then, you know, we'll do second wind if we get really low. And that should hopefully give the potion enough time to regen. And then we'll just stagger it like that. And pretend like we know what we're doing. Let's re-trigger that. I will say, so the class that I've played most recently, aside from obviously the arch that I'm doing here, is the monk slash pugilist, and their combat is slightly more entertaining. because I feel like with the archer, I'm basically just spamming this shot, and then when it comes up, this shot, and using this when the timer runs out on that. But because it's got such like 45-second timer, that's quite a long timer. So then like you're kind of just spamming the same thing essentially the entire time, which isn't the most entertaining. But you know, it is what it is. I guess I should second wind as well. Oh, it lied to me. That did not heal me with potency of 500. What's that? What's that even relate to? I feel so betrayed. That definitely lied to me. Wait, no, you can go away. How dare you come and join me in this thing that you're allowed to also join people in? Unacceptable. If you're in here, then I get less XP and stuff from it because it's related to your contribution to the fight as a whole. This is not a team sport. I want all the XP and the reward. Although, interesting. Can I not see when other people have done debuffs? Because the poison's not been regenning other than... Oh, no. Oh, okay. So, mine had actually run out and I didn't realise because that person's was on it. I see. I see. Oh, she was polite, so now I have to also be polite. I apparently don't have that command. Or, you know, maybe it doesn't work if you do it in caps. I don't know why I had caps on. But it is what it is. Where's the... I did that slug. Oh, this is my slugs. Oh my god, stop trying to squirt all over me. Christ. Okay, that's all the sluggos dead. Why does she look cooler than me? Judging by the looks of you, no slug escaped unharmed. Humph. I don't suppose you have the faintest notion what the Tamtara Dreepcroft is, do you? I'm assuming an undead dungeon. It's the final resting place of those who perished during the calamity. The slugs you so handily dispatched were feeding on the flowers we had laid there in remembrance of the fallen. The monsters multiply and food grows scarce. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Perhaps there was naught else. Perhaps there were naught else for them to feed on, but to see those wreaths disturbed thus was more than I could bear. And now I've said too much. Here, take your reward and leave me be. God, she's just such a grumpy bitch. Honestly. Wait, what? Oh! Interesting. Apparently I need to kill these things. More slugs. More horrible things trying to goop on me. I do not approve. Oh, god damn it, I clicked on the wrong thing. I didn't even realise. Waste of time. Was it even worth it for 89 XP? No, it wasn't. Okay. Oh my god, I have to kill so many sluggos. This is where I just really like to have an AoE attack that I could do. Although, I guess actually, maybe the slow thing would be useful on these guys. Because, you know, it then takes them longer to get to me. Although that's quite a long cooldown. So maybe not. It felt like maybe I was onto something there, but I just wasn't. It just wasn't worth it. I don't know, am I doing something wrong with how I play the archer? Because as we determined, I can't run away too much, otherwise they just return back to their spot and go invulnerable, which obviously completely negates the entire point in fighting them. But then it just feels wrong to just be sat here, like, getting hit. You know? It feels like it needs something. Like, so in Mod Warcraft, if you play the Ranger class, I can't actually remember whether it's called Ranger or something different, but you get, like, the tamed creature, that is essentially like your hunter's pet from, like in D&D, you know, you play a hunter, you play a ranger, you get, I guess specifically with Beastmaster, you get your little animal companion, and you can use the animal companion to distract so that you can fire shots from afar. Why did they never do something like that with Final Fantasy XIV? because that was also like that was such a cool thing with World of Warcraft, was that you could just basically like any beast of like specific subsets, like as long as they were, I think they were classified as beasts, or there was limits to it, but most of the creatures in world you could like essentially tame to become your pet. And obviously, like, they had the super rare creatures out there, like the ghost wolves and all of that shiz, that like you could have as your pets, but you had to find them to have them as your pet, which is really cool, and it like promotes exploration of the map and stuff like that, as well as obviously distracting the creatures from just straight up running to you and killing you whilst you're firing your like your arrows and stuff. And I think that's a really cool mechanic, and I did really like that in World of Warcraft. I don't understand why Final Fantasy didn't do something similar, because I feel like you need something. Like there's something missing from the combat here. Like, I'm still enjoying the game, obviously. I'm still playing the game. But I feel like there could just be things done to it. Oh, it's yellow. Oh. I do kind of like it, though. Hmm. 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 Nope, that's the same as what I've got now. Do we think that I should go for that? It's +3 in both of them. But it's yellow. Do I go for it or not? Oh, we'll decide when I get to the end. I didn't read what I'm supposed to be doing. I dimly remember the rod passing through those unnatural flames and hitting the side of the tent I set up for afternoon naps. It's probably still there, but I can't bring myself to... You'll go in my stead? Oh, thank you. What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting a fishing rod. Okay. That's chill. I can do that. And here we have rings. Which, again, we have this problem. I'm now at level 16. This is a level 11 quest. So, normally like level 10 in MMOs, you get like that sort of almost like initial milestone of this, where you start getting definitely better than what you started with, armor and equipment and stuff like that. And yet, tell me why. Tell me why this ring is still not as good. Because, okay, this one's got strength and dexterity, but it doesn't even, like, I don't think it's as good. I could be wrong on that front. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how the stats work or something. But it doesn't feel like it's as good. Ah, perfect. You're just in time to help deliver some goods that arrived not moments ago. Allow me to double check my manifest. Ahem. Now, listen carefully. Take the suit of plate mail to Darrenmert. He's the guard you see right over there. The Muntoy beans belong to Kylie, and the smoked crayfish balls to my friend Berth here. That's it for the load. Wait, how close are these people? I don't know. A strapping adventurer like you should barely work up sweat, am I right? The cargo you're looking for hasn't moved since they unloaded it at the end of the pier. Much obliged. Okay. Let's speak to this person before I go grab that. You bear a message from Hera Leone. An evil presence in the Deep Craft? That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now? 2? Better make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Excellent. Oh, this was the much better bow. Hopefully, that turns out to be helpful. Armel, a local at the Mirror Planks, wishes you to salvage cargo from a wreckage on the road. Might you assist me with another matter, milady? Oh, a milady. A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Novica's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the weapons... No, that says wagon. I can read. I can definitely read, I swear. But the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the wreckage. I'm just somehow failing at reading right now. Simply follow the road here to the south, and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can, and deliver it to Keither at Bent Branch Meadows if you would be so kind. Or maybe I don't want to do that. Did you ever think of that? That, I think, is about the housing. So let's do this first, unless this requires me going miles away. I hope there was some ice in that box of crayfish balls. I nope, this is it. Oh, I didn't spot that person. Sad. 1, 2, 3. No, this won't do at all. I'm sure I heard Walthof mention the shipment had. Here you go. Oh, why thank you very much. It would have been a short afternoon of fishing if this bait hadn't arrived. That makes more sense. I thought this was for food, like general people food, and then I was slightly concerned with how long it had been sat at the end of that pier for. But it's okay. It was for fishing. It's not like the fish are gonna get ill, right? Probably the last thing on the fish's minds. They should be here by now. Yes, I get it. She's late because she's lazy. Are these the mintai beans? Praise the matron. It's my job to pick up provisions from the pier and deliver them to the settlements in the area, but I couldn't leave without the beans. Now I can finish loading up my cart and be on my way. Thank you for your help. You're very welcome. Do-do-do. Gotta love the fetch quests and the delivery quests. You have something for me? Oof, what is? Ah, my new plate mail. And what would a wood whaler want with metal armor, you ask? Let's just say that after a number of engagements with Garlean heavy infantry, my mind has been open to the protection such steel encasements can provide. Basically, I encountered people in metal armor, and it looked better than my leather shiz. All done. Excellent work. Swift and sure. Adventurers are such handy individuals to have around. If we leave cargo piled up on the pier, the next crew has no room to unload their shipment, you see. It can be back-breaking work, but someone has to do it. I was under the impression that was your job. Do you think this actually... I guess we'll try it out. Let's see if it actually tells me to swap to it. It does, so I guess maybe it is better. Maybe my angry rant about it was incorrect. Although, I feel like maybe that's because I... Oh, that's a ring which I've already swapped previously. That's not even one of the starter rings. This is the actual starter ring. You can't see these stats. 1 second. Right. So this is the actual starter ring, which has +1 in strength, vitality, mind, dexterity, and intelligence. Which is obviously way better than these ones that you then pick up. You know? Like, it's just mad. And most likely single-handedly because of, like, this ring and the wristlets and the necklace, because these are all the initial ones because they've got better stats. Like, my overall item level is at 8, when obviously, like, okay, that's an item level 8, level 10. But, you know, like, my overall item level should still be higher than what it is, I think. So I'm gonna find out I'm completely wrong and the jewelry doesn't affect that level. It is just the stuff that you've got. And I get that obviously, like, I appear to be leveling way faster than the actual, like, level of the quest that I'm doing. Which I guess is probably because the extortionate amount of rested XP, or they've got the XP balance completely wrong. But still. It's yellow. Why does it have to be yellow? Could I interest you in another job? This one I'll ask a little more of your skills, I promise. What I need is for you to swat some of those hornet swarms you see buzzing around the place and collect their husks. See, some of these are just annoying. Like, I don't really want to be sat here farming hornets. There's no relevance to them. They don't really give me much XP. What am I going to do with a pile of dead Vilekin? Well, the sooner you give them to me, the sooner you'll find out. Oh, thanks for the follow, little goblin. That's greatly appreciated. Right. A good evening to you, miss. What can I... Ah, you wish to know about the auctions. Very well, allow me to explain. Hi. How are you doing, little goblin? There is a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past. And so, the Eorzea Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elementals, decreed that the lavender beds be set aside for adventurers. I'm doing good. I'm caffeinated. I'm gaming. Can't really go wrong, can you? Oh, you've just been watching Froggies. Well, thank you for heading out to my stream afterwards. He's a good streamer. I tried to raid, but it didn't let me. Not sure if there's a setting that needs changing. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea how raiding works. But, you know, thank you very much for the attempted raid. How was the BG3 stream in the end? And Goblin caffeinated is definitely the best way to be. It's BG3, it's always going to be fun, isn't it? You can't really go wrong with it. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain it. Oh. So this is obviously for the in-game housing, and it's probably going to be absolutely extortionate pricings that I'm going to be nowhere near. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper of yonder and she'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. Do I want to... Oh, I need to visit that to continue on with the quest? That's irritating. That is very irritating. Do I go and have a look at the in-game housing? Like, do we think there's any point in it, or do I just leave that quest sitting there for like half the game until I built up loads of funds? Hmm. I feel like it's probably a later game thing. We'll just leave that and we'll slay some hornets. This is obviously like a lot more chill than Little Kitty Big City was, just because the interactions aren't as cute. It's not, quite as entertaining. It's an MMO. Some of it, some of it's a little bit dull, but you know, it's a pretty game, and when you get to the good cutscenes are good. I still need to kill more of those. There's only the two here though. Am I gonna have to sit here and wait for those ones to just respawn? Nope, there's this one. Okay, that's not too bad. That's how I felt with hours of dialogue today. Yeah, like, I enjoy dialogue, and especially like in Baldur's Gate 3 where it's all voiced over and stuff, it makes it a lot more entertaining. But sometimes with the MMO dialogues, like, sometimes it can be entertaining, but sometimes you're just there and you're like, I don't need to click and read through 5 bubbles for you to just go and tell me to like kill some hornets or something. Like, sometimes it can be a bit of a slog. But we move. It's got to be done. You got to do these little side quests and stuff in order to well, I guess you don't actually technically. I could leave some of them. I could leave some of them and come back if I ever level up alternate classes on this character and leave them there for me to level, but I don't know. Not for everyone, but you love it. I mean, that's all you need, isn't it? As long as you're enjoying it. That's like the key part of it. You have the husks? Good, good, hand them over then. There you go. Here are your dead hornets for whatever weird shit you want to do with these. Ah, these are perfect. Hope they didn't sting you too terribly. Now all we do is take some bottles of liquor and squeeze these beauties inside like so. And there we have it. A fresh batch of my special sting brew. So I just went and killed the hornets for this guy to put inside of his fucking vodka or some shit. Boy, am I so glad to be doing these quests. Although I guess I take the hornets over the slugs. The ranchers of Branch Meadows put in an order for a bottle quite some time ago, but gathering those husks is always such a chore. Speaking of chores, would you mind taking this to them as soon as you're able? The lass you're after goes by the name of Margalt. Give her the sting brew along with my regards. Oh, and apologize for the delay, would you? Where am I going? Do I go to the housing area? No, we're gonna pretend that quest isn't there. And we'll just run down and do this stuff. Salvaging the scene, favor for the fisherwoman. This definitely feels like a lot of back and forthing right now. And this is where I'm sat here like, I wish I had a goddamn mount. But I am so far from having a mount. Not level-wise. Theoretically level-wise, I should have one very soon. But no, they lock it to a specific quest in the story. So your level ends up being like double the level of what is required by the time that you get to it. Which is another pet peeve. It didn't need to be done that way. It's just unnecessary. Why do they always give such a delay before you get a mount? Like, there's so much traveling in these games, and just running back and forth, that just having a mount makes it so much easier. And you can't really be upset when you're on the back of a chocobo, you know? They're just some cute little guys. Unnecessary statement. Sounds painful. Honestly, it is so painful. Just why? Why do they do it? Like, you end up getting to like level 30, level 40ish before you do the level 20 quest that is required for it, but that you can't do because it's quest locked by other quests. I keep comparing this game to World of Warcraft because I played both of them, and there are just some bits of World of Warcraft which are definitely done better, like the mount system in World of Warcraft is just once you get to level 20, as long as you've got the gold, you can immediately just buy the like mount permit essentially. And then bam, you've got your mount. There's no quest lock on it. It's just you get to the level, you can use it. If you're a lucky bugger, there's even a mount that you can get like from level 1. Yeah, sometimes simple's just the way forwards. Like, I do really like Final Fantasy XIV. I enjoy it. It's a really good game. It's very pretty. You know, like, I enjoy the classes. I like the fact that you can get all of the classes on the same character. Just shot some Hornet vodka. Maybe the Hornet vodka is the way to make it better. It's just the way this game should be played. Take a shot every time you have to go back to the same location. God, you would be absolutely wasted after like an hour. That'd be a very dangerous drinking game. No, it's fine. You didn't aggro on me. I didn't see you, so it's fine. Okay. Or drinking every time. Dude, if if you were drinking every time there was some dialogue, you would just you'd end up in A&E. It would actually be ridiculous. Ooh. Oh! Well, that is an ugly bugger. Oh, what the fuck? That was not a vibe. Not a vibe. I do not approve of being moved without my consent. Consent is important. Totally new to a drinking game for BG3. Take sip every time Shadow misses a spell. Again, that's a dangerous game to play. Take a sip every time Shadowheart misses a spell. Take a sip every time Astarion makes an inappropriate comment. Take a sip every time Phil fails something that requires intelligence. Yeah, you'd just be so wasted. Like, I don't even think by the end of it that you'd be able to understand the dialogue. Did you have any more epic fails with Phil then? Do they have Stella in America? Oh. Do I want to join a free company? I don't know if I want to do that. Let's close that. We're not going to accept this. things were actually going pretty smooth by the end of the stream. The dice gods were rolling in your favor then. God, I don't even want to imagine how much Stella would cost to get on Amazon. That must have such a markup. And I imagine, I mean, I wouldn't even be able to check because delivery and stuff and what's available would probably be different. But that just seems like, I don't think Stella's worth it. Getting anything UK based from America is so expensive. Yeah, I mean, I did. The tariffs definitely don't help, but it was extortionate even before that. I mean, in the UK, obviously, like, getting any American stuff over here, like, down the world food aisle and stuff, extortionate. I'm not a big beer drinker anyway, so I think most of them are pretty bad, but I think I've tried like a Stella Shandy maybe at some point, and I'm fairly certain that everyone was just like, I wouldn't waste your money. But then when I worked in a pub, it was the first thing to sell out all the time. That may say more about the clientele than the beer though. I'm more cider than beer. See, I get that because cider is just way tastier. It's like the same percentage. It tastes delicious. So like, why would you go for beer over the ciders and stuff? Because they are just way tastier. Whiskey and rum, I'm not a huge fan of. Definitely can't do whiskey. Tastes awful. Rum I'll only drink in cocktails. Some people like the taste of piss, I suppose. I, that's why people drink Fosters. Did you find my fishing rod? I did. Here you go. Yes, this is it. Thank Nofika you came along. I just can't fish with anything else. The Vilekin and such around here pose no threat to me, but those flames, I've never seen the like. I didn't see any flames. I wonder if I will ever build up the courage to fish at Lily Stone again. Probably not. Makes so much sense now. First thing I'm doing when I get paid is a nice big bottle of gin. Been too long. What kind of gin do you go for though? Because again, like there's so many different options on that. I'm a fan of a flavored gin personally, like a rhubarb gin and lemonade. Beaut. Rhubarb gin and ginger ale, even better. But just like any fruit gin with lemonade. Ah, you're a Bombay or Sapphire kind of drinker. Beefeater does some good ones. I genuinely, straight gin, I can't do it. It tastes like nail polish remover. Don't understand why people want to drink it. Even with lemonade, it's just, But then, like, give me something with some good flavors in it. I will happily drink that. Yeah, so, gin and tonic, I know everyone's like, oh, it's a classic, it's so good. It's not. You just have something which tastes like nail polish remover, and you're putting it with angry water. Why? What makes you think that's gonna taste good? I swear, like, you've got to be just fooling yourself into thinking that it's any good. Like, you're just lying to yourself if you think a G&T is good, just straight up G&T. No, it's not. You just hate yourself. You're adding bitterness to more bitterness. You are. It's so much bitterness. Life is too short to drink bitter drinks. Just drink stuff you enjoy. Why would you want to? It's like one of those things which you have to force yourself to like. Right. Do I go for the better armor even though it's yellow? Or does the yellowness outweigh it? I guess it doesn't look like too yellow. It's kind of almost giving more of like a goldy sheen than being yellow yellow. But it's yellow. Do I have any dyes on me? Is that a thing I can do? Nope, that's how many tats do I have? So I have my arm, which I just got this done on Saturday, so it's starting to go crusty and horrible where it's healing. So I had the white rabbit, my Cheshire. I'm like really struggling to figure out where I'm pointing in the camera. I have my Cheshire cat here. I have like, so you can't really see it because of my hair and stuff, but like I have, yeah, mirroring stuff is difficult. I have like I think that one's the arrow. That's the arrow side, maybe. This is sword side, and then there's like a crescent moon here, and then I have a bat underbust as well, so maths. And then I have d20s on my wrist because I'm cool like that. I have a 20 on my right hand because I'm right-handed, and then a 1 on my left hand because anything I do with that is a critical fail. I'm not tatted up as much as I'd like to be, but tattoos are expensive. But they are very cool. I do like my tattoos. I definitely want more. The goal is to have lots of them. We're twinning. I also have a bat tat. Oh, nice! Where's yours? What kind of... He's on your chest. AX7 Death Bat. I don't know what that means. I'm going to Google it. AX7 Death Bat. Oh, AX7 Avenge Sevenfold. Don't know how I didn't know that one. Oh, okay, yeah, I do know this. That is very cool. Mine is just like a bat hanging upside down, like over my rib/stomach, and then there's like spider webs and stuff, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool if I do say so myself. I mean, if it's on your chest, I assume parts of it are going to be on your ribs. It's bony. It's going to be painful. I would definitely say, like, out of the ones that I've had, my bat was the most painful for me. Not because it was on my ribs, weirdly, but it's like the section between, like, where your ribs kind of go into your diaphragm and your stomach, like going from the ribs to that section. Oh my god, it was so painful. Like, all of my other tattoos, I've been silent for other than just chatting with my tattoo artists. But when he started going onto like the diaphragm area, like I was swearing like a sailor. It was bad. It's the only tattoo I've had where I've had to have numbing spray because I was not going to be able to sit through it without it. Currently at 25 tattoos. The most painful was my hand tat/wrist. That's a lot of tattoos. Some tattoo areas are definitely lethal. Like, the idea of a hand tattoo does intrigue me, but they obviously, like a lot of people say, they don't last as well, and they're a lot harder to cover. And whilst I know, like, that's less of a problem nowadays, I feel like I'd like the option of being able to cover my tattoos if I want to. And hand tattoos, that's a lot more difficult to cover. You're going to your guy to have a touch-up session tomorrow. Oh, exciting. We do love, even if it's just a touch-up, we do love getting tattoos. 10 to 12 tattoos to touch up. This is, so my Cheshire cat is like my oldest tattoo. It's the first one that I got. And like, especially now that I've got the fresh one around it. Originally, I was like, oh, I'm probably not going to touch the Cheshire Cat because, you know, it was my first tattoo. I was really happy with the artist that did it. But it's been a while, it's looking faded, and I'm going to wait until the rabbit heals anyway. But it's going to need to, it's probably going to need some touch-ups to it. But I'm booked in for because I'm turning this into like a full-on Alice in Wonderland sleeve, and I booked in for the day session for that like in February because my tattoo artist is really booked up. But it's always good to touch them up every now and then, gives them a nice breath of life. I honestly, I've kind of been bad and I've never got any of my tattoos touched up. But to be fair, so the Cheshire is obviously the one that I've had the longest, but then like I only started getting tattoos properly like after lockdown. So I feel like it's not really been long enough so much to warrant a touch up. Because, like, these, like, obviously this one's brand new, but, like, these ones and my bat have only been, like, the past couple of years. Do I use second skin when I get them done? I do whatever the tattoo artist tells me to do, and so far, the rabbit and my bat are the only ones which I've had done by the same artist. And he did second skin for the bat, but not for the rabbit. He just cling films that. Um, I don't really. I mean, I didn't really see much of a difference with second skin, but I guess like it's just easier for not leaking everywhere. Although, so I was fully expecting the rabbit to like you know when you've just had a tattoo done and you've got all of the leaking and stuff. I was fully expecting it to be worse because when I got my Cheshire Cat done, so I got my Cheshire Cat done at Comic Con, um, like years back, and once I got on the train to go back to the hotel after Comic Con, it's like obviously I'd had it wrapped up and stuff, and it was like Cheshire Cat leaked so much. It was ridiculous. It was like dripping down my arm. It was like coming through the masking tape and the cling film and stuff. And it honestly, like, it was terrible. So I was expecting the same sort of thing to happen with the White Rabbit, but it just didn't. Like, there was basically like no leakage with this at all. It just made no sense to me. Because I feel obviously the key's really close to where the Cheshire Cat was. It's like got the ribbon and stuff going. So I don't get why it leaked so much. The best one I had was on the back of my calf. It leaked so much. It was so nice to play. What do you mean it was nice to play with? What are you doing with your tattoos? That's just kind of weird. Ink sac. Oh, no. See, I'm not a fan of that. I think, like, I did not like that with second skin when it got like the proper like ink sacs on it. That was just grim. But then you're not supposed to keep second skin on that. Like I know obviously different tattoo artists tell you different things, but I don't feel like it should be on you for long enough to get a proper ink sac. That just why is it leaking so much to give you that much of an ink sac? Screw it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go for the yellow. It was a big tat, lots of black work. Okay, that's fair, I guess. I don't know, is it something to do with how the tattoo artist is tattooing that makes it leak so much? Is it the area? Because obviously, like I said, I mean, the rabbit in comparison to Cheshire Cat, it seems weird. So, do you think that it's like basically if you overfill the area with the ink, like you're inking it too much, is where you end up with a lot of leakage? So there's just like too much for your skin to take, which is why you end up with it absolutely pouring. Who knows? I'm not a tattoo artist, obviously. It'd be sick if I was, but I'm not. So I don't know. I kind of just go with the flow. Small where the artist uses solid black and is doing line work, filling in with solid black. I don't know, because if they're shading or using a grey wash ink, it won't leak as much. I don't know, because, like I said, in comparison between, like, I'm just gonna keep comparing this, between the White Rabbit and Cheshire Cat, obviously my Cheshire Cat doesn't actually have too much black to it. It's literally like outlined in black. You've got the black on the hat, but the rest of it is colour. And it was just absolutely pouring. It was absolutely ridiculous, like how much that was leaking. Whereas like the rabbit, obviously you've got like a lot more ink and darker spots and stuff with the coat. Like there's a lot more black work in it, and I barely had anything. Depends on the artist though. The guy who did my hand, rest in peace, said my death bat didn't leak too much, but my main guy, who's currently an apprentice, tends to leak more. Ah, fair. So maybe it is like an experience thing. I don't know. Sorry, I've just been distracted by whatever the fuck that cool mount was. That was sick. I want one. Where was it? It's too fast. I don't have a mount. I can't catch up to it. Cry. Where am I even going? I've been distracted by talk of tattoos. You trying to dox me? Sus. Not gonna give out information that informative. I'm going round in circles. I'm from the Midlands. You're not trying. That's what they all say. But I am the kind of person that would travel for tattoos. Like the reason I got my Cheshire Cat done at Comic Con was because I was going to Comic Con and a London artist that I really liked was going to be there. I'm a 5'1" woman who smokes too much to hold the intelligence to dox people. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know you well enough to argue with that logic. You have a delivery for me? I do, here you go. Ah, this is the shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Indeed. Seems I can't get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowl in the woods hereabouts. There's a sick artist who's based in London who does cool pieces. Okay. See, now I'm gonna have to look her up. Because I do love some cool artists. She used to be based in Leicester and I traded in my iPad for my clown tat I have on my arm. She abandoned Leicester for the London scene. That's sad. Can't blame her, Leicester stars. Can't disagree with you there. Oh shit! Okay. That's fucking cool. Yeah, she does some cool stuff. Yeah, I like that work. These are cool. I may have to check out some more of her work. Makes me wonder if my chocobos are safe at night. It does. If we're ever in need of adventurous skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. I hope I'm not. I hope I've moved on from this area, I can't lie to you. She does discounted pieces a lot of the time. Oh! Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought you meant, like, as in from people who've, like, cancelled on her and she's done the design for them and then she's just like, okay, well, I'll just do this cheaper for someone else. But, fair. It just, it means a lot when your tattoo artist is excited by the ideas that you're wanting to get and stuff. Like when your tattoo artist is excited about the tattoo, you're kind of there and you're like, yes, it's gonna be a good tattoo because they're invested in the tattoo. Whereas, when some like if they're not invested in the tattoo, you end up with a bad tattoo, and that's never a vibe. She does a mix of both custom pieces and her own work. Oh, cool. Very comfortable to get tattooed by her as well. Ask if you want breaks regularly. Make sure everything's okay. See, that's so important when it comes to tattoos. Like, when I was getting mine done, I was obviously sat there, like, if I needed a break, I'd ask one. If you wanted a break to grab a coffee or whatever, I was chill with that. But then he was telling me about, like, how he went to get a tattoo once, and he saw someone ask for a break, and the tattoo artist said no. And I was astounded, because surely, like, that couple of minutes of the person needing a break is better for you than if said person passes out in the chair. Like, it was insane to me. Like, they're paying you for a service, and I mean, I'm all for paying for art and stuff, but tattoos are not cheap. Not cheap at all. And you're not even gonna give them 5 minutes to, like, grab a drink or whatever? Insane. Just sitting back and watching this friendship blossom. Tears in my eyes. Well, go wipe your eyes then. The guy who did my death bat and hand piece is the complete opposite. He doesn't ask if you want breaks, you have to ask. Then when you do, he's like, yeah, let me finish this part, and then carries on for like 5 to 10 minutes before stopping. And just sits in complete silence as well. Okay, um that doesn't sound great. Like, I I get obviously wanting to finish up the bit that you're on, but surely, like, you kind of finish what's on your needle, which generally doesn't need 5 to 10 minutes. Like, my, I don't know, maybe my tattoo artist is weird, but like, they'd be dipping like constantly. Don't get me wrong, his work is sick, but he's such a pain. Charlie Gates, are you just gonna keep telling me these names so that I actually have to look at them and see if they're any good? Is that what's going on here? But you personally would avoid. He's bad at responding to messages and he's always late. Okay, so these do look really good, but these are a lot of heavy black work, and I imagine that gets very painful very quickly. Like, I'm looking at some of these and they're really nice, but Jesus Christ, these look so painful. He's a very rough artist. Is he one of the ones who, like, enjoys the fact that he's making people feel pain whilst he's doing his tattoos? It seems like it. Ugh. Yeah, that's definitely not a vibe. Not a vibe at all. But these do look good. But yeah, definitely sounds like someone I will not be going to. You know what? My worst experience with tattoo artist wasn't even the tattoo itself. The tattoo itself was great. He's moving to America soon to live with his fiance. Froggy? Oh no, I'm moving to America soon, not already over there. It's gonna be like, damn, Froggy's a tattoo artist. But yeah, I'll definitely avoid that one. I mean, I'm now pretty happy with the tattoo artists that I've found, so I'll probably be sticking with them. Um, they're really good at responding, good work, so no complaints there really. I think the only reason I'd go somewhere else is if I was looking for like a specific art style that they didn't do. Just waiting for his visa to approve, then he's gone. I feel like, on the one hand, I feel like maybe there'd be like the disappointment because I his tattoos look like they were really nice, and especially like if you got a few and you're like, oh yeah, like I'd like more in this style. But also, good riddance if he's a deliberate rough tattooer. No, oh please God, no, Leia's eggs. Lilith, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned it was gone. Not the egg. My boyfriend is getting his hand tat completed by him in a couple of days. He's got the brand of sacrifice from... Oh, that's pretty cool. Poor eggs, 10 out of 10 stress voice acting. Thanks, I try. Gotta match the energy of these NPCs, because otherwise the dialogue gets super boring, so you just gotta try and match it. Try and give them some kind of personality. What was gone? An egg? Sorry, you are sure the chocobos will lay another? Gah! You don't understand! The egg is extremely valuable! I must find it. But you're not going to, are you? See, what's gonna happen here is he's gonna be like, but I can't leave her. You must go find it for me instead. So I'm gonna have to go and find the egg. Yep. See? What's this? Leather top. I can't use a shield, so I don't want that. Give me something good, damn it. You will help me, won't you, Lilith? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're very welcome. Better be. There wasn't even good gil out of it, to be honest. Your story quest, I have to do you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every ilm of the stable once more, just to be sure. Every ilm. So, they keep referencing the distance, like, I'm assuming their distance measurements, like, they'll say, like, oh, it's like 5 malm or something, or every ilm. So, I guess I can just use the context and assume that that's, like, the equivalent of an inch. But at the same time, like, there is at no point any actual reference for what these measurements are, so you have no idea what they're actually, like, trying to state with these these measurements. Like, I've got no concept of what that is. I'm just assuming it's a replacement for inch because it makes sense in the context. But most of the time, it doesn't give you that much context. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they noticed anything unusual. Who am I speaking to? Who would know? Oh, I have a quest to hand in over here. What's this one? Oh, it's the alcohol with the bugs in. Here, take your gross alcohol. Yes, I am Margot. How might I? Ah, the Sting Brew, at last! I am aware of what must be done to acquire this, and am most grateful to you. Few folks are willing to run towards a swarm of wrathful hornets. Honestly, I wish I didn't have to have done it either. Ordinarily, this liquor is drunk for the unique and not altogether unpleasant stinging sensation it causes on one's tongue. Why would you want that? It is, however, also an indispensable tool for repelling insects. We sprinkle it over the fields where the Geisel greens are planted. That makes way more sense. So she doesn't actually want to drink it. She's got better taste than that. She just wants to repel other insects. I can get behind that. Thanks to you, the crops will be untouched by pests this year. I hope one of our well-fed chocobos can return the favour by serving you as a mount someday. Oh, I really, really hope that one of your chocobos can serve me as a mount someday. Honestly, just give me one now. Just give me one now. No one would know. It'll be fine. You can just give me one as a reward. Right. Let's question these people about the poor eggs. The poor missing egg. Who am I questioning? That person. That is one of them. See anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did, lass. A man it was, running off towards the Tamtara Deepcroft. Okay, so this is how I'm going to end up going into the dungeon. That's fine. I'll go in there for an egg, why not? I'm not going to get a mount out of it, but why not? You say an egg was took, then I'd say that there was your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. Maybe. Seeing as, chocobos are essentially giant chickens, maybe there's an egg in the Tamtara Deepcroft and they're going to try and make a basilisk by having the chicken hatch the egg. Nope, that's the wrong way around. By having a frog. Or is it a toad? Maybe a toad. By having a toad hatch the egg. Which, okay, so if that's how you make basilisks, and you could have toads as pets in Hogwarts, maybe people should have been way more concerned about how often Neville lost his toad. Because if your toad can just, they obviously had eggs at Hogwarts. So if you're, why was no one concerned about Neville constantly losing his toad? There could have just been multiple baby basilisks going around. Because he's incapable of keeping an eye on a pet. Just a slippery toad. I mean, toads are slippery, but that's not the point. Why would you allow people to have toads as pets if it's that easy to make a basilisk? Especially when, let's face it, you have Hagrid there, who would probably encourage the toad to do it. Because of Ribbit and Croak. Nah, I'm not here for it. I think Toad should be banned. They are easily like the least useful pet in Harry Potter as well. Like, imagine all of the choices that you potentially have, and some of them just go, yeah, I just want a toad. You approve of me banning toads? A chocobo egg has gone missing? Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier, so much so in fact that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary there. Could I describe the peddler? Oh, it was an elephant fellow. Didn't recognize his face, seemed awfully twitchy. Oh gods! You don't think he... Why in the hells didn't I accost him? Toads are absolute units. Have you seen those mofos fight? I can't say I've ever watched toads fight, no. I mean, obviously, I've heard of Battletoads. Never played or watched that. I can't remember if that's a series or a game thing. But I've heard of it. That's about the closest thing that I can think of towards toads fighting. I'm now intrigued though. But I feel like it would just be weird to search toads fighting. Where am I going? Have I seen any odd characters about? Aside from yourself, you mean? How rude! I'm not odd. Or at least, in game I'm not odd, I don't think. Although saying that, I don't actually see what my responses are. So I don't really know what I'm actually saying to them most of the time. Nah, they got it on nature documentaries, you shouldn't see anything out of the ordinary. Then again, it's the internet. Yeah, I would imagine there is some weird ass stuff on the internet regarding toads fighting. But I don't know. I feel maybe I have seen it. Illegal toad fights. you know, some people have dog fighting rings, some people have cock fighting rings, some people have toad fighting rings because why not? Underground toad rings, hell yeah. I'd be intrigued. Also, like, I feel like the kind of people that would be betting on toad fighting would maybe be quite interesting people. Because A, like, how did you find out about this underground toad ring? And B, why are you putting money on it? Like, what about this is entertaining enough for you to put money on it? You know what I mean? Like, it just, they seem like they'd have an interesting worldview. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Slickalot. But if you say he was from the stables, he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? Who knows? To be fair, I'd defo bet on a toad fight. maybe that's the real way to make money is actually just by hosting toad fights. I Now I'm intrigued about the legality of it, but again, I don't know if I want in my search history toad fighting illegal or some shit like that. Like it feels like a weird thing to search. Maybe I just put ffxiv after it. Pretend like I'm doing it for D&D purposes. That makes everything fine, right? You just pretend you're doing it for a fantasy game or for, like, author at the end. Just type author at the end. Pretend you're writing a book about toad fighting. Totally doesn't make you suspicious at all. It's how you get out of all the dodgy searches. Just put ffxiv or author at the end. This is gonna really bug me now, actually, because I am intrigued about it. If I end up on a watch list, I'm blaming you. Now, what voice did I do for this guy again? This was just the panicked guy, wasn't it? Oh, cutscene. It's not a voiced one. Sad. There can be no mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I'm sorry to say that the individual in question is likely to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Uranus, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Of course she is. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Lookalot. If this egg thief's from Ishgard, like you say, why do you go running off towards the Tamtara Deepcroft? Unless I've got my mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail, or bah! The why of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. Well, I hope your chores and getting ready goes well. It was nice having you in the stream, and I'd be happy to see you again. I hope you would like to join again. But thank you very much for your time, and I'd hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and work goes well tomorrow. We may work wonders with our birds, Lilith, but acts of daring do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. Thank you. Enjoy yours too. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. Okay, so, subdue the thief and take back Leia's egg. Do we think this is going to make me go into the entirety of the dungeon? It doesn't say. I think there's a high chance I might be doing a dungeon. I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, that doesn't look like it is in the dungeon. Maybe I'm not doing a dungeon. This is where I definitely need a mount. Or like, so they've put in the, you've got teleporting and stuff through the aetheryte crystals, but the crystals just aren't like spaced around enough for it to be that useful. Like you have one, maybe two max in each like section of the map, so you can at least like teleport to the correct like area as long as you've been there before. But it's such a spaced out thing that like in this entire area there's that one crystal there that you can teleport to, so then like you have to run all over the place to get to anywhere else around here. Yeah, there's just simply not enough of them, because like if you're gonna put quick travel in, then just make the quick travel more accessible. Why are you not putting them, like, at each key location kind of thing? Like, why is there not one at a dungeon entrance? You know what I mean? Although I guess that's because you can technically queue for dungeons from anywhere, I think. But still, why? Why is it a Moogle? Tediousness is not appreciated at all. But I... Are you telling me that a Moogle stole the egg and no one noticed that the cat with the big balloon on his head wasn't the goddamn Elizin guy that normally takes care of them? Like, no one went, humanoid, cat. No one noticed that difference? Or did Kuplo Kopo only just, like, locate the egg and this is just poor timing on my part? Oh. Excellent. Excellent. Guess we're slaying something. Who are you? I've caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg.
You can't have it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Lookalot.
Slaying sounds like the best part. It would be better if it had... I'm guessing maybe I'm just too early in Archer and it's currently very repetitive because you kind of just spam the same attack with the occasional, like, adding a dot on. It's currently quite boring to play an Archer, I can't lie. Who in Halone's bloody fury are you? Ah, those sops at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? They did, and it's me, and I'm here to beat you up. Oh, you are friends. Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling, and bring me that damned egg. He wasn't supposed to bring friends. I don't have friends. And I am not a melee person. Oh, shit! And, they are actually fighting Kupo Kuplo. This is, I can already tell this is not going to go well for me. She's tougher than she looks. I am indeed. Oh. Oh.
You're winning, Kupo.
Am I? Is this what we call winning? Shit, maybe I should actually... Right, we're going to take the aggro onto me. You can die. We'll take you out. Stop killing Kupo Kuplo. Look out, he's up something extra nasty. What do you... Oh, nope. Okay. Ooh. Maybe I should keep him actually, like, in my vision rather than just watching for the orange behind me. Okay, we're good. Those guys are dead, so they won't be attacking the little Moogle guy. Yeah. What's that? Critical skill. All weapon skills. Was that... That's a cool buff to have. What the fuck? Oh god, nope. No. Please stop. Please stop. You are horrifying. I did not mean to be attacked by you. No. If you could just die, that would be great. Okay. And now.
Thank you, Kupo. What's that, Kupo? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia is a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when this nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Kupo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and I made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Lookalot would be very happy to see you, Kupo.
That voice was awful. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do it to you guys? I'm sorry that you have to hear this. Okay. Let's... Oh, okay. Do I care about doing this little fate? No. No, I don't. Oh god, there's a skeleton. Did I sneak past him well enough? Haha! I didn't aggro anymore. Are these guys gonna aggro on me? Nope. Oof. Got that. So some of the creatures in Final Fantasy are like super adorable. And you're like, oh yeah, this is like a super cute game. And then they just have fucking horrifying creatures, like the Diamites and stuff, that are just, ugh. It's just not a vibe. And like, I get it, it's an MMO. There's always gonna be the horrible creatures that you have to kill. But it just sometimes seems so jarring. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Here you go. Yes, it has the right colouring, the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. How can you even tell that this is the same egg? Like, I just can't imagine that the eggs look that different for you to be able to confirm it. Egg quests are best quests. Egg quests are best quests when you get the egg at the end and you get a pet or a mount out of it. He's an expert. I almost want to time you out for that. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Lilith. 'Tis good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that a Nishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. No, I can't imagine you could, because, as has been mentioned previously in the game, apparently a lot of people can't see Moogles. They don't, like, they know that they exist, but they are incapable of seeing them. So, that's like, I guess, the equivalent of brownies or like fairies or something. Like, although I guess most people don't know that they exist. But, or, I don't know if they exist. Who knows? But it's that kind of, like, it's it's nuts to think that these people have these like things which most people can't see as their postmen. Just their general like that they're just generally there in the cities with their little post bags and stuff, and apparently most citizens of Eorzea can't see them. So it constantly, like every time I bring this up, I will mention like how does this look to the citizens of Eorzea that can't see them? Is there just a post bag that's just like flying there? Do they see the object that the Moogle is interacting with, or does it take over like the invisibility kind of thing, does it take over the item that they're interacting with? Bugger me. It couldn't be the same one, could it? What do you mean? Might you have encountered our unlikely savior before, Keitha? Could be, eh? One of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods what we now call the standing courses that day. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yarm in front of me from... What's a yarm? See, another just random measurement that I don't know what that... I don't know. Have they just taken, like, inch, yard, and mile, and then just, like, taken the first letter and added arm afterwards? I don't know. Well, nigh given up hope I had. Then, all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at my smouldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold, so she can see the Moogles, I guess. Lucky her. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seemed like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible. It may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. Ha! We'd better get back to... See, then the fact that they don't know if he has been around then implies that they can't see him. I'm so confused. I don't have enough brains for this, clearly. We'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Lilith, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Lookalot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Huge fan of the Armadillo. That's a Chocobo. That's what is like the basic mount of Final Fantasy. They're quite cute. You know, who doesn't want a giant chicken? They do some really cool skins for the mounts, and you can get like a little wizard outfit for your Chocobo and stuff like that, which is massively cool. But again, I don't have a mount, so I can't do anything. Can't show you. Leia's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude. Give me a mount. Adorable. I'll take 10. Okay. So, again, I don't have minions, so I can't show them to you. But they have like these little pet things which they call minions, and there is one which is a fat Chocobo hatchling, and it's literally just like this chonky boy that just like is just a giant little chick that like it basically looks like he's so fat that he can't actually stand on his own legs, and it is adorable. It is adorable. They are very cute. And yet I find that I'm still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. What did you see? Oh my god, I got a new skill. Delivers an attack with a potency of 110 to all enemies in it. It's an AoE skill! We love to see it. I'm gonna need to find something to test that out on. Ooh, unless... Maybe I don't need a specific target. No, I do need a target for it. That was short-lived. AoE is beautiful. And it's been really frustrating having only single target attacks when I'm getting attacked by multiple things. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I've need of your assistance in another matter, one of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that Ixali dirigibles have been appearing... Why did I struggle with the word appearing there? Have been appearing over the Twelveswood with increasing regularity. Why are words difficult? The frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they choose to fly. He's glowing. Why is he glowing? He looks cool. Am I just saying that because they're glowing? Yes. No. Oh, god damn it. I couldn't click on them because I'm in a cutscene. Or, like, I'm in a conversation. That's so sad. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe. I was hoping that he had a cute thing, but he doesn't. He's got one of the wind-up toys. Not a fan of those. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the exiles to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelveswood. And it was that which set me thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to parchment, and would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Mune. Please make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Wait. My guy, wait there. I must investigate you. Why are you glowing? Examine. Okay. What do we have? See anything? Augmented Ironworks Hood of Casting. Try out. Oh no, that's his. That kind of sucked. Summoner's Doublet. Oh. Oh! Augmented Cash. Okay. Oh! It's just. That's cool. That's a pretty funky bit of clothing. That's a cool. That's a cool gear item. I kind of want it. Obviously, very much not my class. So that's sad. But it looks cool. Right. Ooh. Everyone running past me now. Where was I going? Do I have anything else to do in this section? No. Okay. You know what? We're gonna teleport back. Because that's a thing that I can do. Why do all of the running? That's a cool gun. Okay, we're in the zone for there to be minions and stuff around. Oh, I thought he was in Chocobo outfit. Mildly disappointed that he's not now. I was really hoping there'd be someone with the fat Chocobo. So these are the minions, like these little pet things. This one's kind of cool. And you can obviously get like, these ones are essentially mini versions of other characters or bosses and stuff like that you might fight. There's like the wind up series of tiny versions of people you may encounter in the game. You got like, you got little doggos. We love a little doggo. Got your little birdies. This one's cute. It's just like a little puffball. But I am sad that there's not someone with a little fat chocobo. Oh, that one's kind of cute. I quite like him. That's a good minion. And this is just a cute little bum bum. I can't quite figure out what this guy is supposed to be, but he's adorable. Like, the minions in this game are super. I mean, this one less so. That's fucking. What the fuck is that? But look at this little guy. Most of them are like super cute. But I am genuinely sad that there's not a fat chocobo around for me to show you. But look, there's little mouse. I've said this on stream before, but my favorite minion that you can get is just like this little catfish. I can't remember what they call them, but they are just super cute. And like as he runs around after you, he just makes these little plap plap sounds of his little wet fishy feet slapping on the ground, and it just fucking kills me. And it is the goal to have one eventually. But the sad thing is that you can only have one minion at a time. It's like you can have a horde of super cute minions, but you can only have one at a time. And that's just sad.
Hello there, Lilith. Word of your tireless efforts at Bent Branch Meadows has reached my ears. The folks there have naught but the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter? From Lookalot? I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, Lilith. Suffice to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. Huh. Am I ready? Or is this gonna be like one of the level locked ones that if I wasn't a high enough level I couldn't have got into? Probably a level locked one. Is this... I don't know what those stats actually are good for. So I don't know if that's better than the rings that I've currently got, because I don't know how those stats affect me. It doesn't... It never really gives you that information. Time is of the Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on Lookalot's observations, the Ixal have designs on the Guardian Tree, and they words. They mean to act soon. Did I not already deal with that when they stabbed the stump with the sword ages ago? I guess not. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born in Gridania. Wait, no. I'm just failing at reading tonight. Every forest-born Gridanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. Sounding pretty serious stuff. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Lilith, please see this letter to the hands of Bow Lord Lewin, at the seat of the first bow in the Quiver's hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Lilith. I will certainly try to. But before I do that, let me hand in some other quests.
Her bow is cooler than mine. Her entire outfit is just cooler than mine. Again, this makes no sense to me. Why do archers turn into bards? Where is the logic in that? Where? Who thought that that was like a reasonable progression tree for your class? It makes no sense to me. No sense at all. Every masterpiece has its flaws. I guess, but that just... It just still doesn't make sense. Oh, that's cool. What are you? Garuda Edgy. Eggy? Edgy. Eggy. I don't know what you are. You could be a summon. You could be a minion. I don't think it was a minion, though. Oh, look at him! It's a little chameleon with a little bow on his tail. Aww. Oh! That is a minion. Whereas that is a summon. I didn't realise you could get carbuncles as minions. I thought they were only available as the summoner's summon. That's kind of cool. I'm just still kind of hoping that maybe a fat chocobo will appear. But nope. No such luck. He could travel the world on your shoulder. He could. He could. There are some minions which do have, like, on the idle animation, they'll, like, go onto your shoulder and stuff like that. But again, I currently don't have any minions or anything. I'm just without them. Is this where I'm finally gonna get an explanation as to what the God's Quivers are? Bow Chameleon is Loki, a sick assassin bird. As in, like, a chameleon wielding the bow, or literally like that chameleon was with the bow on his tail? Because the bow on the tail would kind of give you away in your stealth mode. So that might be less cool for an assassin. But definitely, like, if it was like a bow, like a weaponry bow, it would be awesome. Although, again, if a chameleon's holding the bow itself isn't gonna be going invisible. So maybe, again, not... Unless they have, like, a collapsible bow that they can just store in their mouth. And then, you know, they get to a good spot, spit out the collapsible bow, get it together, and commit murder. An urgent message from Mother Mune. Very well, you may enter. Proceed to the seat of the Ooh. What's going on here? This is a cool little office. Big chair. Seems a bit impractical. Bit big for one person. So you are Lilith Crows, the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. I've made him sound like an asshole. Mune has information on the XIV, you say? Speak freely. You have both my ears. Well, I'm hopefully not talking. Hopefully you're reading. Matron Forefend.
They mean to defile the guardian tree. Before Nofica, I swear those filthy birdmen will not touch it, nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12, help me. How can it be that neither the wood whalers nor the gods quiver caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. This incursion may be more than it seems. Ah, would that the warriors of light were still with us. But this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Mioun that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to invest it. My lord! What is it? It's the Ixal, sir. The Ixal have amassed at the guardian tree.
Oh no, we weren't quick enough.
Already? Bloody hells! Lilith, Mioun believes you capable, and I can think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the guardian tree. You got it.
I must make haste. Apparently I have to click on that. I can't just walk through. Right. Where am I going? Over to here. So, I can teleport to here. And then make my way. Oh, it's a little dust bunny! They always look so proud of the little rocks that they carry. Just look at him. He's just like, look, I've got a rock. He dropped his rock. Oh no! Poor little dust bunny. Right. Let's go. Let's go save the tree. Do I have anything I need to equip? Nope. Okay. Let's not yeet ourselves down there. Oh, wait. Is it down here, or have I messed up and I should have gone upwards? I think I maybe should have gone upwards. I might have messed up by coming down. Maybe? No! I was correct! Excellent. Oh lord! Oh lord! That's a big slug. I hope I don't need to fight that. I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to fight that. I don't want to though, it looks big and gross. The Bolod sent you. Yes, good to have you with us. The birdmen have completely surrounded the guardian tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped, no matter the cost. Okay. Oh, I've continued to not eat food to give myself the food buff. I think I've literally only managed to... Ooh. O mournful voice of creation, O mournful voice of time. Oh, these are horrifying. Squawk! Attend me all! To us, this forest, Tinoka, belongs. It's a good thing I now have that AoE attack. Wisdom of paragons we possess, to our former glory restore us it will. I don't think it will. Not if I have anything to say about it. From this tree, a great crystal we take, unto Grod, an offering we shall make. Unfeathered ones and elementals, banish we shall, our ancient home reclaim we will. Squawk! I mean, it's a thick tree, but it's not like as big as I expected for it being a guardian tree, you know? First squad, left flank. Second and third, right flank. Okay, I'm not doing this alone. That's at least a good start. The rest, form the main host with me. It's high time we reminded our Ixal guests why we quivermen are to be feared. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elementals keep you. Why does everyone else get multiple people and I'm just on my own? Squawk? But honestly, like, look at this fugly mofo. Not a fan. His body shape is, like, the massively curved spine and stuff. It's just, with how skinny he is as well, it's kind of reminding me of, you know, in Men in Black, the worm guys? He kind of reminds me of those worm guys from Men in Black. Maybe, like, if the worm guys had babies with the monsters from Scooby-Doo, the, like, live action movie. Yep, that's my take on these. If worms and Scooby-Doo monsters had babies, this is what you'd get. Interrupt us, you dare! In your own blood you shall bathe! Right. So he's saying the enemy chieftain is his. So should I leave the enemy chieftain alone and just focus on the others? Maybe I just hit all of them with the venom to, like, do some dot damage to them and just leave that going whilst I attack him. Where are they coming from? That is a good question. Because this guy looks like... No! Why are they healing? Shit! Where's the healing come from? Who healed them? Is it these guys? Motherfuckers. It is these guys. Okay, so I have to take you guys out because you're healing. Sorry, guys. Okay. Nope. Oh, that guy's, like, nearly dead, but I'm not a healer, so I can't help him. That guy at the back is also nearly dead. I don't know if, like, their deaths are gonna have any relevance to me. I'm sorry, guy that died. Oh, yep. He comes to attack me. Okay. Wow, for being the God's Quiver and being, like, really powerful archers, they're not very good, are they? Oh, motherfucker! Hello! Where did you come from? This is not appreciated. Oh no! What are you doing? What is that? Why did that still... I thought I was out of the area for that. That's problematic. Let me quickly refresh that on him. Ooh. Why is it still hitting you when I'm outside of the area? That seems like bullshit. Okay, he's down. Oh, I've accidentally selected an ally. The, like, targeting on this is super awkward. It feels like it could be cleaner. Because, like, you can use the tab key to, like, quick target, but I don't know how it decides who to go onto next because I've had it go, like, onto something that's not even attacking me before. Impressive work, adventurer. The Bowlord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on your guard. We go to bolster the left flank where the battle yet rages. Okay, what's that? Nope. Oh no, it's the sus guy! The source of her strength becomes clear. Does it? You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. What the fuck is this guy gonna summon on me now? Was that not all of the combat that I have to do? Oh, his mask's kind of cool though. That's like, I rate the symbol glowing on his face. That's a cool effect. This isn't looking good. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. No smiting. No, no, no. Don't smite me. I don't want to be smited. What the fuck? That's a bit of an escalation. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. I don't want to die. Oh god, he looks so badass. It's probably like one of the coolest enemies. You know, he looks fucking awesome. But also, fucking terrifying. Am I ready for this? Yeah. It's only a lesser gargoyle. Okay, we do that. We run around. We try to avoid his attacks. At least he's melee. And it looks like I can't get out of the area to, like, de-aggro him. Let's get it. Easy dubs. Maybe. Maybe not. It's definitely easier with the fact that he seems to be, like, fully melee. So I can just continue to kite him round and round in circles. Apply the dot to him, which I can't do whilst moving. Okay, that's good to know. The other stuff I can do while moving, but apparently the venom shot I can't. Unfortunate. I never actually even tested out what the AoE looks like. What's that look like? Oh, that was cool. I expected it to be like a spray, but it was more like a rain. Okay, I didn't need to be panicked. This was super easy. I got caught in a rock. Okay. Wait, what? When did Papalimo and Eda get here? But now we can fuck this guy up. Yeah, boy. I guess at least, like, the running around in circles makes it, I don't know, maybe mildly more interesting to watch. Do we think this is actually the end of the Masked Mage, though? The wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Yeah. Don't underestimate us mere mortals, bro. We will fuck you up. Paragons? That's what I heard. Are these supposed to be silent cutscenes? I don't know, because like the first time I saw them, they actually had proper like voices and stuff for them. But then they've gone silent. I don't know if that's something that I've fucked up or if these just don't have voices. But then why would they not have done a voiceover for these ones? That's something I super appreciate in games as well. Interesting to maybe look it up. What are we looking up here? If I've broken the voicing or not. Or something else. I'm lost. The Bringers of Chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes, as to what these scenes are voiced. Maybe I should. Let's see. FF14, Realm, Reborn, cutscenes, all voiced. Oh, voiced cutscenes are primarily reserved for important story moments within the main story quest. While the initial portion of A Realm Reborn has relatively few voiced cutscenes, their frequency increases as you progress through the main story quest. Okay. So I've not broken it. They just didn't see the need to voice all of them. Fair enough. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Lilith, are you unharmed? Had I known this creature was near, I would have sent men. No, wait, I would have sent men, not called them away. The difference between the inflection on that. There is no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred the Ixal from their nest. Our intelligence was reliable. I mean, makes sense. He's a bit of an arsehole. So this is the man who has eluded us for so long?
Right, we finally got him.
We sensed an ominous presence and came here as swiftly as our legs would carry us.
Not very swiftly in the case of the little one.
It is definitely one of the things that I question most in Final Fantasy XIV is just the existence of Lalafels. They just, as a character class, they just concern me. They all look like children. Why is that a thing?
Well, it's good to know what we're up against anyway.
My thanks as ever, friends.
Quivermen, move out!
To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me at Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks that you are due. I bloody better be. Fickin' mine gargoyle. You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Yeah, it's pretty much always after the trouble as well. Why do I have to do it all solo and then you just pop in for like the last quarter of the fight? Ridiculous. I know they say better late than never, but honestly, just don't even bother. Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault. I don't trust that at all. Despite what it looks like, Papalymo and I are actually helping the Gridanians, and we've been doing so for a good few years too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? What does that have to do with anything? Neither am I. Why, yes, we are Charlayans. However, did you know? So I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken? About what? I'm just as lost as Ida here. Nothing. Nothing at all. That doesn't help. Oh, you always do that. Mumble something loaded with meaning only to keep it to yourself when someone asks. It's unfair, and it's especially unfair when that someone is me. I relate with her. That would really annoy me as well. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. Why won't you tell me though? Just what what do you seem to know about me, good sir? He's a sassy little fella. I bet you won't. Anyway, all's well that ends well. Reminds you of you. Are you a little fella then? Are you just a little tiny Lalafell? Quite. We'd best be on our way. Short King is the preferred term. You don't want to be called a tiny little Lalafell. Crazy that. Can't imagine why anyone would not want to be called that. See you later. The way they just kind of waddle away. Oh look, it's another suspicious crystal. Oh, that one broke instead of me picking it up though. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, it's quite late. So what I might do is go and check out the housing and then call it quits on the stream. We'll do that as like the final thing for this stream is check out the in-game housing. Waddles away like he just asked for grapes at a lemonade stand. Yeah, yeah, I can't argue with that. That was not a good place to jump down. I don't suppose you can take me to the lavender beds. Higher one. Nope. Cry. Okay, we shall run. Do, do, do. We're just running through the same areas we've been through again. If you didn't understand the reference, I did understand the reference. It's the duck that walks up to the lemonade stand and says, "Got any grapes?" I'm old enough to get that, don't worry. This fairy is bound for the lavender beds. Will you be... Yeah. What does this even mean? What? Are these... why... It's small, but you're welcome to look around. What does that even... Can I just check out these random people's... Can I just check out these random people's houses? I don't know. Salt and lemon time for tequila. Thank fuck was feeling very silly for a second. No, I got it. It's okay. You don't need to feel silly for it. Or do you? Why am I even... Should I just go check out one of these random people's... Nope. Oh! Okay! So just needed to select that ward button there. Yep, I knew what I was doing. Definitely knew what I was doing. Okay, okay. It's looking like quite a nice little area. Big tree. Can't go wrong with a big tree. Do I need to attune to the shard? No. Okay. Okay. Does it show you on here if they're like... I don't know. I don't know. Welcome to the Lambda beds, blah blah. Oh, you come at the behest of a Gridanian woman. I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate, should you have a mind to purchase a plot for yourself. Pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Okay. Let's have a little wonder. Because I do not know who the resident caretaker is. Okay, so you can like wander around outside, but you can't go in. I guess that makes sense. They don't want people fucking with the housing. I mean, it's pretty cool. Oh, that looks like a cool one. Let's go check out that house. It is like a pretty little area. I do rate that. Was that the house that I was checking out? Look at it. It's got like a little swing. This is quite cute. Some pretty... Are they wisteria? I don't know. Trees with some pretty flowers. Cool striking demi. Nice little gazebo. Not sure I rate like the placement of the gazebo. Just judging this person's house. Wait. I can enter inside. Interesting. Fans. It feels like they were trying to do something with the fans here, but I don't know that it worked. Maybe they've not like They actually are wisteria. Okay. I am proud of myself knowing that. I take it they've not fully built this house. But okay, so this is what the housing looks like. Interesting. Interesting. Um the gates work. That's always good. The active market help entry. Is this just... Okay, so that's like a general market. Ooh. Wait, if it's a market, don't know. Does that mean... Can I... Minions! Haha! I can get some of the... Maybe they're going for the minimalist vibes. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. What do we have on here? We have a little... Oh! You can't check it out? That's really quite disappointing. Okay. So apparently I could maybe actually buy one of these. And interesting. Interesting. There's a bat. Oh, that's expensive. I cannot afford the bat. What else do we have? Any of them looking cool? Well, that just looks like a muck. Oh my god, they have the demon brick. Can I buy that? Yes. Yes. Can I use it? You can now summon the demon brick minion. Could I have had minions this entire time if I just... Oh my god, I could have. Now I have a little demon brick. Look at him. He's just trapped in his little brick. When he falls over, it's so cute. Oh, that is okay. Okay. What else can I buy? Minute mind flayer. Genuinely, the minions in this, so good. So good. Magic broom. Kind of like the idea of having a magic broom. A tiny taper. Oh, do I need to get that? Maybe. The nutkin looks like it would be adorable. Sorry, I just like knocked my microphone there. I can't. I didn't think I'd be able to buy them because I've not like done a quest or anything to unlock it. The fat cat. Yeah, I can't afford that. That's... I can understand why that one's so expensive because like he's very very cute. Mummy's little mummy. I can buy that one. Yes. This is where I'm now just gonna spend all of my money, which I don't have much of, on these. Oh, I should... Ooh. Ooh. These are quite cheap. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't spend all my money on these minions, but I'm a going to. This is now where one of the ones which I would really want, I'm not gonna have the money for because I've just seen them and instantly bought them. Money is to be spent. It is. But considering that I've basically not bought anything and this is all of the money that I've collected, I maybe shouldn't, but I'm going to. Who cares if I'm poor? A shaggy shoat. Hmm. Oh, this guy's cute. He's just like a little otter with a little leaf hat thing. And he's a pretty cute guy. Oh! Oh my god! This is it! This is one of the Plat Plat boys. Amazing. That definitely had to be bought. Just the absolute. Oh, they have the gold one too. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I get that one's. I can't afford that one. That's sad. Who's a little capybara? What is this? Forgive and hate. This looks like it's another cube. Shark sucker class insubmersible. Hmm. I'm right. Oh my god, they have bacon bits though. I can afford a bacon bits. Right, this is the last one. That I forgot that they put the auction fee on top of it, so I literally just yeah, okay. We're not looking at those anymore. Let's get these minions. And of course, the most important one to get out is my Plat Plat boy. Oh, it's not even favorites. Okay. Don't you see that? Let's put that on the bar so I can sell it on. But like, is it picking up the Plat Plat? Can you hear that? It's like the best noise ever. Like, it just brings me so much joy. So much joy. And look at him. He's just a little catfish with his little bell. And he's just adorable. And just that noise. Oh, you can't hear. Okay. What do we think it'll come under? Sound effects? Can you hear it now? It's a good sound. It just brings me so much joy. Oh, it's still not picking. That's devastating. Is it an issue? Sorry, I've just adjusted like the general sound. Yes? Okay, I had my desktop audio set too low. Plap plap. My plap plap boys are like... Well, so obviously you have my character's footsteps in there as well. Which is more like the clicking, but... Just... The like... The plap plap. I can't explain how much joy that sound is bringing me. It's just... It's the best sound. But anyway, let's have a look at the other ones. So this is Bacon Bits. There's a little... It's just... Look at him! He's just a pig flying with his ears. It's adorable, but it doesn't have a plap plap sound. So obviously it loses out to the Namazu because cute, but no plap plap. And my plap plap boys are the best. The golden whisker one, which I was gonna buy, but it costs like at minimum 300k, is just obviously a golden one, and I do believe there is a mount. I don't have access to the mount thing yet though, so I can't even like attempt to show you that. Obviously we have the demon brick, who he just doesn't have any sounds, but he's adorable and so clumsy, and he just falls over, and that's adorable. So again, we love him. We've already seen him. And this is the little mummy that I just bought. He's got little footsteps too, but he's also quite cute. I'm quite happy with him as well. It all seems like super wholesome fun though. Love cute. So this is they're so cute. Obviously they don't add anything to the game. You can't fight with them or anything like that. Another thing that I would argue World of Warcraft did better is with their like minions and their pets. They do just follow you around, and like in actual combat they don't do anything. But in World of Warcraft they introduced them as battle pets, so like they can just follow you around and be cute. But with other like pets out in the wild and other players' pets, you can essentially have Pokemon battles with them. Which is just, that's a top tier way of doing it, because people are going to be like, oh my god, I can actually go around, collect these super cute little pets, and then use them in like Pokemon battles. A top tier choice from Blizzard on that one. Like, I would love it if Final Fantasy XIV had something similar in it, because it would just be great to just like have little Pokemon battles with these cute ass little pets. Just like, it would just be so cute. It would literally be the cutest thing, and they definitely should do it. And then this is the cat that's obviously also like super cute. This is one of the ones that will sit on your shoulder at some points. But look at him, he's just so cute. Like, we love a little Mau Mau. And just in his little hoodie, flapping his little wings. Adorable. And just perched on your shoulder. Although the horn placement is maybe a little bit questionable on that one. But yeah, like, I wish they had a battle pet system. I think they should. I think it would be a really cool thing for them to add in, but I don't know if they would be compared too much to WoW if they did that. But anyway, I was only supposed to check out the housing thing, and then I was gonna finish, so I guess that's where I'm gonna call it, with me realizing that I could have bought pets a while ago because there are those market boards in like every major city in Eorzea, and apparently I could have bought a minion, which is... That's true. I would like... there is eventually a quest which I think you get before you actually get the quest for the mount, where you will get a Coeurl kitten, which is essentially just a little almost like leopard cub kind of vibe, and you also get the little like husky puppy kind of one. So you get 2 free minions, and they are super cute. As a little kitty, as a little dog, we love to see it. That will eventually be a quest that obviously I have to do, and I genuinely didn't think that you could access minions before you did that quest, which is why I never looked at the market board, because I was like, I can't get them anyway. I can't, like, I can look at them, but I wouldn't be able to use them. Apparently I could. So that's a thing. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this stream of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I will be streaming on Thursday next. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm still deciding between whether I want to do Copycat or Splinter Cell. So if I'm still undecided, it might be another Final Fantasy stream until I decide what game to do next. I don't want to only be doing Final Fantasy XIV, which is why I'm like trying to break it up. But yeah, maybe we'll have something different on Thursday. We'll see. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thank you for attempting the raid. I have no idea how to do it either. It may be that I'm not raidable because I'm not an affiliate yet or something. I don't know. But thank you very much for joining my stream after your own stream. Obviously, I know like it's a lot of energy to do a stream, so I do appreciate it, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll try and drop in for a bit as well. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys their evening, and feel free to join me on Thursday for whatever game it is that I decide to play. And good night.